Unfortunately, in today's unhealthy society, normal or average is not the same as optimal. Peter Attia. The modern world has brought so many wonderful things: TV, affordable housing for most people, internet, and pumpkin spice lattes. Unfortunately, with these comforts has come a rise in deadly diseases including cancer, heart disease, and type 2 diabetes. Many of these can be prevented, or at least we can minimize our risk. But the same comforts that we enjoy are often one of the biggest factors in these diseases' onset. Things like the food we consume are in many ways harmful. The lack of movement in our lives, our sleep habits, and even the effects of things like social media on our mental well-being are in question. Dr. Peter Attia, in his new book Outlive, provides us with strategies in 4 main areas. This isn't a cookie-cutter plan for health, but a framework that you can use to manage your health and give yourself the best chance to live a long, healthy life. The first area is exercise. We all know that exercise is good for you. You don't need me or Attia to tell you that. But how about this stat? Going from 0 minutes of exercise a week to just 90 minutes reduces your chances of death from any cause by 14%. Both cardiovascular and strength training are important for different reasons. Attia presents this idea for people who possibly don't exercise or struggle to stick with a plan. Attack fitness with the thought that you are training for a centenarian decathlon. A decathlon is 10 events, and you are planning on doing this when you are 100. Your list could be to hike a 5-mile trail, grab a 20-pound bag off a shelf above your head, get up off the floor without help, etc. Remember, you're training to do this at 100, so it's not like you need to train to deadlift 500 pounds or run a marathon. The point is that you are trying to be active and functional in a variety of different ways, and you want to do this for as many years as you can. This will help fight the aging process. The next area is diet. For many people who will watch this video, they will be all too familiar with SAD, better known as the Standard American Diet. This diet is full of sugar, refined carbs, and processed oils, and generally leads to excessive calories with a lack of nutrients. To break free of the trap of this diet, Attia proposes 3 strategies that you can try. The first is caloric restriction. This is very flexible, but it requires you to track everything you eat. If you know someone who logs all their food into an app, this is exactly what they are doing. By limiting yourself to 2,000 or so calories a day, you can basically force yourself to limit eating and not overconsume. The second strategy is dietary restriction, which eliminates a certain type of food. You could eliminate soda, chips, pizza, or any other food that you know you regularly overeat. If you like to eat fast food, this could be a perfect thing to put a dietary restriction on. The last strategy is that of time restriction or intermittent fasting. This means that you can only eat during certain hours of the day. A very common fasting protocol is 16 hours to 8, meaning that you can only eat for 8 hours a day. This might look like from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. you can eat, and from 6 p.m. to 10 a.m. you don't eat anything. This works for some people since it can be hard to overeat during a limited time. Attia uses these strategies to promote a Nutrition 3.0 mindset. It's all about finding the right balance that works for you. Find a method of eating that allows you to eat enough, but not too much. Get enough protein and the right mix of fats. In diet above all else, there is no right approach. Find what works for you. Next, let's talk about the power of sleep. Numerous research findings emphasize the significant impact of insufficient sleep. Indeed, it has been associated with heightened susceptibility to health issues such as heart attacks, type 2 diabetes, and workplace mishaps. It extends beyond mere fatigue. It profoundly influences your overall well-being. For instance, a study revealed that obtaining less than 7 hours of sleep each night can elevate the likelihood of premature mortality by 12%. The data speaks volumes. Approximately 1/5 of all vehicular accidents result from drowsy drivers, and sleep deficiency contributes to a surge in workplace incidents and medical mistakes. There are a lot of ways to help improve your sleep, but here are a few. Cut down on blue light from TVs, computer screens, and other electronics an hour before bed. Swap LED bulbs for warmer ones in the bedroom. Keep the bedroom on the cool side, especially if you sleep hot. Your bedroom should be as dark and as quiet as possible. Lastly, watch what food and drink you consume in the hours before bed. Both can mess with the quality of sleep. Lastly, emotional health. While exercise, food, and sleep all play a major part in our physical health, don't overlook your emotional health. Navigating emotional well-being can be complex. Unlike physical health, emotional health is often challenging to identify and diagnose. That's why adopting a proactive and personalized approach is essential. Be vigilant for signs of emotional health concerns, seek assistance early, and commit to daily routines that foster lasting emotional wellness. There exist various tools for monitoring and preserving emotional balance. While medications, meditation, and even psychedelics can provide support, they are not quick fixes. Rather, they should be viewed as components of a comprehensive therapeutic approach, such as dialectical behavior therapy, otherwise known as DBT. DBT is a well-established methodology that aids in the regulation of emotions and the capacity to withstand emotional stressors. It is structured around 4 fundamental pillars: emotional regulation, distress tolerance, interpersonal effectiveness, and self-management, all intertwined with mindfulness. It's crucial to bear in mind that change is a gradual process that demands dedication and effort. Consistent daily practice and diligent work in therapy are essential for achieving genuine recovery. Remember, unfortunately, in today's unhealthy society, normal or average is not the same as optimal. There is no trick to living a long and healthy life. Barring a tragic accident, science has started to trace longevity to key components of your life. The tips toward optimizing your health via exercise, diet, sleep, and mentality in this book will get you a long way. The rest is up to you. At the end of the day, the results will come down to the effort you put in,